So, as you know, I spent a lot of time greeting asylum seekers as they get off the bus. And often, after getting off the bus, the first question I hear is, how do I find work? How do I get to work? Because that's what I want to do to make sure that I can provide for myself and my family back home. Because it's important to know people want to send money back home to prevent family members from having to take that life-risking journey to get here. But I've also heard from the beginning from our business owners. They've reached out to my office and they reach out to me all the time asking, how do we hire asylum seekers? And I have to tell them, you know, it's really hard to get work permits. Just as I tell asylum seekers, it's going to take some time. And so one of the first industries that reached out and met with me is the restaurant industry. So I'd like to welcome up Andrew Rigie to speak about the role and advocacy of our business leaders in making sure that immigrants have access to work. Rigie, Andrew.
Thank you, Commissioner. So my organization represents restaurants, bars, and nightclubs across the 5 boroughs. And on the way here, I texted my colleague, and I asked a question, and her answer was more than 10,000. More than 10,000. That is more than 10,000 jobs in New York City restaurants that are posted online right now. That does not include the signs in the fronts of restaurants. It does not include some of the small business owners that have just kind of given up. You've seen it, your favorite restaurant. Maybe it's opening a little bit later, closing a little bit earlier. The menu has fewer items. A lot of that is being dictated because they don't have enough people to work. As was said multiple times before, no one's taking jobs from Americans. These are jobs that fuel our small businesses, that create tax revenue to fund all of our essential services. Look at our city's restaurant industry, right? It represents the melting pot of diversity from people around the world. Every type of cuisine, every type of person, tradition is reflected in those walls of that restaurant. They want to work. Restaurants want to hire folks, provide opportunity. We need the Biden administration, the federal government, to take action now. One last thing, and so many people, probably everyone can relate with their own unique story. My great-grandfather escaped persecution, landed in Brooklyn, ended up opening bakeries, created a family, my family, our life, contributing to society. Now I'm here with all these leaders, the mayor of New York City. This is what immigrants, the sons, the daughters, all the children of immigrants do for our city. So for the federal government, the Biden administration, you have economics on your side. We talk about supporting small business. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. You have the morality on your side. You have all the reasons to expedite temporary work authorization for folks so they can have better lives for themselves, their families, support our small businesses, support our city. Please let them work now, and thank you to everyone up here.
What do we want? Okay, I need more energy than that. What do we want? And when do we want it? What do we want? And when do we want it?